A big question. If we were to base that on those that are actually registered, that are licensed, versus what we expect and predict that there is throughout the community, about 38,000. But at the same time, many are not registered, and what I mean by that, they're not licensed properly. So the number is skewed somewhat, but they're becoming, I will say, increasingly popular. A lot of people have a pet, one or the other, or maybe a couple. And, of course, with a lot of singles, a lot of elders, the pet is their companion, and it's very important, and we know the value in a pet. It is a healthy environment. It can be. But if you are a pet owner, the big issue is, are you a responsible pet owner?
Right, yeah.
Do you clean up after your pet? And that was the main topic of discussion regarding allowing pets to be in city parks.
And that's a big topic. I lived out in Bend, Oregon for years ago, and they're a very pet-friendly in-city parks area, and that was a growing discussion as well. And I'll be honest, I was there for 7 years, and the city parks and other areas that dogs were allowed in, it was actually very clean. So responsibility is a big thing.
Good. Yeah. It can work. We're well aware of that, so it'll be interesting. As I say, if this does pass second reading, goes into effect, if those that are pet owners that do take advantage of, take your pet to the park are accountable and clean up after your pet. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Then switching gears, zone change talk during your meeting earlier in the week with Hansers and the zone change.
Let me say this. The Hansers family, Hansers Automotive Wrecking, has been around for, I think about 5 decades now, a little over. And I think time and time again they've proven themselves as a reliable, responsible business operation from Ralph on down through the family. And we gave this some thought and thought, if it's a company that's proven themselves and has done well and they make a good use of the land in their area without any concerns, complaints, this would be a fine example. It did pass. He was unanimous. And the zone change and the variance both, so consequently they'll be expanding across South North Boulevard into an area that they presently own. It'll be used for simply the storage of automobile bodies. There won't be any liquid storage, there won't be any crushing of vehicles, there won't be any refining or anything of that nature. Simply an area where you can go and what they refer to as pick apart and from the vehicle. So I think it'll work out just fine. I wish them the best.
And what's the new development on the 2016 city growth policy? I understand that the council voted unanimously.
It did pass. It was unanimous. It's something that we were required to have in place by law. So this is a good thing. It had been scrutinized and revised over the last few weeks, and we came to a conclusion that the changes are good for the community, good for the future of Billings when you speak of growth. The council decided to proceed with that, and once again, there's a unanimous vote. I give a congratulations to Andy Millar, the Director of Planning, who happened to be Monday was her last meeting with the City of Billings. She has retired. They did a lot of good work on that document.
We've touched on this a few times on Mayor Call, Mayor Handel, and that is about the airport renovations at Billings Logan Field.
Yes. And we had a tour last week. Senator Tester was in the Billings, and of course he participated in this tour along with representatives from the Chamber, CETA, the Downtown Business District, and several others. And be it that the Senator is on the Appropriations Committee, of course we have applied several times for funding to help with our needs, the projects that are facing us at the airport. And I have to give him credit. He did help us tremendously, and of course he was here to share in that excitement and tour the airport. We had a wonderful tour. The changes are going to be exciting. We're looking at the expansion of Concourse B. We're also expanding runway and docking areas west of the airport. But primarily within the airport, there's going to be concession areas. There's going to be enhanced restroom areas, security area. It's going to be wonderful once it's done. It's going to take some time, but certainly a project that's been long awaited and will benefit not only the airport, the Billings community, and those who use our services.
Well, during my afternoon job, which is on KGHL radio, I had a chance to run into your son, Adam, at work earlier in the week with Ide Bailey, and doing good work for us here at KGHL. And he says, "How's your dad?" He goes, "I don't know. Take the guy out for some pizza and beer, Mayor."
Oh, we visit quite often.
All right.
We spent a Sunday together in a boat and had a great time, and visited with him numerous times over the weekend at some activities where they went up to Martinsdale and had some fun. So we chat quite often. He's a wonderful young man, has a beautiful wife and children, and we're very proud of him.
Yeah, it was good to see him and catch up. I haven't seen Adam for quite a while, actually. We've been kind of both going in different directions. Mayor Tom Hanlon, Mayor Call. Appreciate your time as we head into the weekend, and have a good one with Robin and your family.
Thank you very much. You also, Larry. Hello to your wonderful wife, Carrie.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Replays on the show, livinlargelarry.com from Keystone Mortgage in their new location, 2442 First Avenue North. Keystone Mortgage is a sponsor of our replays on the show. Keystone Mortgage, downtown Billings, at the new location right across the street from the pub station. Ask about their new loan tracker. You can see everything, including rates, lock dates, personal notes, and documentation. It's private to you. The loan tracker through Keystone Mortgage Company in Billings, downtown. All kinds of blinds, allkindsofblindsmt.com. Cellular blinds, looking for vertical blinds or those woven woods, or if you have an idea how to dress up your window but you need the experts, then talk to All Kinds of Blinds. And for security window film, All Kinds of Blinds has that for you as well. All Kinds of Blinds in Billings, allkindsofblindsmt.com. And they have a great service area around the metropolitan area of Billings, Montana, too. allkindsofblindsmt.com.
The return of football is just around the corner, and what a better way to prime your gridiron pump than to rub shoulders and listen to the stories of a collection of the state's best. Hi everybody, Mick Holdeen here, inviting you to the inaugural induction of the Montana Football Hall of Fame in Billings.
An inaugural induction ceremony will be held August 12th at the Billings Hotel and Convention Center. Go to Montana Football Hall of Fame on Facebook. Tickets are available at all Universal Athletic locations or online at bighuddle.com. It seems everywhere you look there's values, there's coupons for this, coupons for that. But if you want the true value, get hometown values. Get it? Well, it's mailed to your home. Thousands get the Hometown Values magazine, and it is the real size of a magazine. It's not the size of the palm of your hand. And look through it. Practical items, Hometown Values for each section of our area. Hometown Values, Billings and Laurel. It's probably on your counter right now, by the way, or your mailbox. Log on to myhometownvalues.com.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
And our Billings area forecast from Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings off of King and 29th in West Billings. Another warm, dry week this week, about 96 to 99 for a couple of days. First part of the week, midweek into the 80s. And as we springboard into the weekend, thinking about the weekend, mid-90s coming up Saturday and Sunday. Very little rain in our forecast about midweek. Might get about a 30% chance of rain showers and the ever-present chance of thunderstorms and thunder showers each late afternoon and evening as well. Forecast around Billings at livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather tab. Is courtesy of Top Sandwich Company, locally owned. It's across from Shopco in Billings. Free delivery, even one sandwich. And ask about their fantastic catering program through Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings. Cindy Graff and her crew at N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, suite number 4, is excited about the evolution and the growth of N2 Cryotherapy. They've been in Billings, N2 Cryotherapy, since last July, and business is growing. And as of right now, she's targeting athletes, as in high school athletes or college or professional, for the wellness therapy out called cryotherapy. You can learn a little bit more about cryotherapy at n2cryo.com. N2 Cryotherapy, the only one in this region. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, Suite number 4. Third-year anniversary celebration for Carrie's Massage Business. 2-part body wraps at $70 the month of August, normally $95. That'd be good for any 2 body parts that you choose. So you could choose your hips and legs or arms and belly. You can even get your face massage. Yep, it'll help tighten your chin muscles so that little flap of skin that you tend to get will shrink up just a little bit. Carrie's Massage, 928 Broadwater, Suite number 204. And how about half-price reflexology massages for $15? Normally cost you $30. The reflexology is just hands and feet. Takes about 30 minutes. Includes a relaxing foot soak as well. Carrie's Massage, 3 years and going strong. 928 Broadwater, Suite number 204.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Redline Computer Studios is where we broadcast, West Billings, Montana, next to the Wave Car Wash off King and 29th in West Billings. LivinLargeLarry.com. The 3,500-plus acre Roaring Lion Fire, 5 miles southwest of Hamilton, is the big news in Montana. That last couple of days has claimed the life of a 64-year-old man named Bruce Lee Robinson, who died of cardiac arrest during a mandatory evacuation. Red flag warnings are expected later on this afternoon when a strong cold front moves in, bringing winds with gusts between 25 and 35 miles an hour through the Bitterroot and Missoula valleys. That's likely to make firefighting even more challenging with some dry lightning, if you will. And at last count, and this keeps changing, about 14 homes have been lost in the Lion Fire just southwest of Hamilton, out near Missoula. And more news coming up. LivinLargeLarry.com from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana. Trained barber haircuts, Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights, the best $10 haircut ever. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, the official barber for the Livin Large Larry live show. Like him on Facebook, Jim and Austin's Barbershop, up in Billings Heights, 2225 Main in the Heights, Jim and Austin's Barbershop. Proud supporters of the JCs. The promise to you from Brown's Automotive, with over 60 years of being in Billings, is communication and trust and experience for all facets of automotive specialists. Tune-ups, tire and alignments, transmission specialists, complete auto repairs. It is their family-owned business. Brown's Automotive at Broadwater, Brown's West Auto Service, corner of Rosebud and 20th, a couple of locations downtown, Automatic Transmission Company through Brown's at 13th Street North and 1st Avenue North, and Brown's Rebuild Center as well, downtown at 18th Street North and 2nd Avenue North. For over 60 years, rely on Brown's Automotive, BrownsAutoBillings.com.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
500 homes under orders of evacuation. I'm Livin Large Larry. The residents of at least 500 homes are under orders to evacuate because of a fast-moving wildfire southwest of Hamilton that has already claimed a number of structures. Officials say the wildfire Sunday afternoon is at least a half square mile and is heading up Roaring Lion Road in the Bitterroot National Forest and down the canyon. Resident Pamela Coffey lives on the road and says the fire started at about 3 p.m. Sunday outside of Hamilton, Montana. Authorities say a man is facing charges after causing a multi-vehicle crash in Billings that left an infant girl hospitalized. The suspect struck a vehicle that had been stopped at a stoplight on Saturday night, forcing the vehicle into another car stopped in front of it. A defense attorney says a man charged with kidnapping and raping a 4-year-old girl on a Montana Indian reservation had stopped taking its prescribed antipsychotic medication prior to the alleged crime. Assistant Federal Defender Hank Branham says John William Liba II has no recollection of the February 26th kidnapping as described in a federal indictment. Branham filed a motion in U.S. District Court Friday asking for a mental evaluation to determine if the 21-year-old suspect from the Fort Peck Indian Reservation is competent to stand trial. Liba's pleaded not guilty. He could face life in prison if convicted. Montana's only student loan servicer is in the midst of an ongoing restructuring as it faces an expected 40% loss in clients by the end of this year. Changes for the Helena-based Student Assistance Foundation could impact the nonprofit's 95 employees and about 35,000 borrowers in its loan portfolio. President and CEO Jim Stipich declined to elaborate on the changes. It says none of the employees have received a layoff notice. Stipich attributes the departure of the foundation's 5 major clients to the federal government's 2010 takeover of the student loan financing industry. Before Senate Bill 396 became Montana law in May of 2015, prospective taxi owners needed to apply for a certificate from the Public Service Commission, but existing cab companies could protest their application. Uber launched in Billings, and Montana and taxi owners can still protest, but the burden now falls on existing providers to prove whether the new operator is fit to serve. Visitation data collected by Montana State Parks shows that nearly 1.3 million visits were recorded at state parks in the first 6 months of this year. That's up from 1 million in 2015. Every month this year has surpassed its individual 2015 total. A Montana ranch hand has been fined after posting a video of a grizzly bear being chased by a truck on social media. Lawrence Kennedy of Browning was fined $400 with a $25 processing fee after reaching a plea agreement with federal prosecutors. Kennedy initially pleaded not guilty to violating the Endangered Species Act, but entered the new plea agreement July 5th. He's charged with unlawfully harassing a threatened species. Kennedy said he was chasing the bear to keep it away from a herd of cows that were calving. And the University of Montana running back Joey Counts was arrested for a DUI. He was released on his own recognizance in Lake County Justice Court July 20th after pleading not guilty to the misdemeanor charge. Sports notes, the Kansas City Royals have placed right-hander closer Wade Davis on the 15-day disabled list with a flexor strain. Manager Ned Yost said it's the same injury that sent Davis to the DL in early July. Davis has converted 21 of 23 save opportunities in 35 appearances this season with a 1.60 ERA. State, regional news, and sports. I'm Livin Large Larry.
And I want to thank our state news writer Brian Bennett from the Northern News Network, as well as KTVQ.com, Color8.com, and the Billings Gazette, as we gathered from those sources for LivinLargeLarry.com on YouTube, as well as the TuneIn smartphone app. And TuneIn is for your iPhones and Androids. It's a free app for you. TuneIn, TuneIn, LivinLargeLarry.com. From the Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana. What is going on around town? What's happening is courtesy of Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical, and Refinery Inspection. Bighorn Inspection, BighornInspection.com. Big event at Zoo Montana, fundraising concerts 2 nights in a row. Tuesday nights with a country feel with John Party and Corb Lund, and then on Tuesday at 5 o'clock, gates open. Show starts at 5:30. Then on Wednesday, Sugar Ray, Everclear, and Lit at Zoo Montana in Billings. A lot happening. And Montana Fair coming up. It is not this Friday, but on Friday, August 12th. Montana Fair opens up. Montana Fair Metro Park campus runs through August 20th with great shows. You can log on to metropark.com or log on to montanafair.com for details. And what's going on around town? Courtesy of Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical, and Refinery Inspection, BighornInspection.com. Best Coupon Magazine, truly in and around Billings, with an issue for different areas around Billings. Coupons that fit where you live. Hometown Values. Hometown Values Savings Magazine. If you check your mail from time to time, you'll see it. It's going to show up in your mailbox. Hometown Values Savings Magazine. Check out the new Heights edition. Also the newest Billings Laurel edition is out as well. Hometown Values with practical couponing in the magazine. Hometown Values.
Hi, this is John Lagerquist, the voice of the Carroll College Fighting Saints for 25 years. I'm very excited about the new Montana Football Hall of Fame. Every NFL player from a Montana school since 1926 will one day be eligible for induction. Those like Carroll's Casey Fitzsimmons and over 100 others. Plan to be in Billings for the first induction class on August 12th. Listen close for ticket information.
Tickets are available at all Universal Athletic locations and at bighuddle.com. A visit with Brittany Higgs of the Her Campaign event that's coming up with Brittany Higgs. More of that coming up. LivinLargeLarry.com from the Redline Computer Studios. And any replays and visits from guests on the show, courtesy of Keystone Mortgage in their new location at 2442 First Avenue North in downtown Billings, across from the pub station. Keystone Mortgage, Billings Gazette 2016 Readers Poll winners. Congratulations. Our replay of segments on LivinLargeLarry.com on the show from Keystone Mortgage Company here in Billings, and purchase, refinance, investment properties, and a brand new place to call home for work. Keystone Mortgage downtown now, across from the pub station, 2442 First Avenue North. You can find them on Facebook. Type in the keyword Keystone. Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. I think you'll love the changes at Keystone Mortgage.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Brittany Higgs with us, founder and CEO of Run for Her campaign. And a little bit of background from you, Brittany. What are you all about?
Okay, so the Her campaign is an organization, and our desire has been to propel an uprising against human trafficking in our community through awareness, community, and restoration. And so that's kind of what we're up to.
And how did you get into this line of work, Brittany?
Well, a few years ago, I met a girl by the name of Kristen Steingraber, and she's the co-founder of the Her campaign. And she had just gone on a missions trip overseas in Nepal to do some work with human trafficking victims. They actually went and visited brothels in the red light district. And when she came back, she told me the story of what she saw over there and a little bit about human trafficking, and it completely broke my heart. And together we decided to make a difference in our community, because come to find out, this is actually a huge problem right here at home as well.
Yeah, I mean, human trafficking has kind of like revitalized itself in the news. We hate to say that, but it has over the last, I'd say, 3 to 5 years worldwide, and even here in around Billings, Montana.
Exactly, that's so true. There are an overwhelming amount of homeless kids and teens here in Billings, an estimated 600 kids, and those are prime targets for sex traffickers. And so it's a huge issue in our community for sure.
Have you ever heard of the Tumbleweed organization here in Billings?
Yep.
And how's that relationship been going with Tumbleweed?
Oh, good. And I think what they're doing is absolutely wonderful, and they're making huge waves against trafficking here in Billings. So awesome organization.
So the Her campaign, how can people get involved and help grow this organization?
Sure. Well, right now, we have some pretty exciting things happening. We are working on the restoration side of the Her campaign, and we have a run coming up on August 28th. It's going to be at Josephine Crossing, and the run itself starts at 5 o'clock, and the event goes until 8. We are going to have a concert and food trucks, and it's just going to be a great time for runners that are serious about competition, but also just families. You know, bring your strollers, bring your kids out, and have a good time. And this event is to raise money to fight human trafficking here in our community. And at the run, we are going to make a huge announcement. There's some really exciting things that we're doing right here in Montana, and so we're going to announce that at the run. So come and support and help the cause by coming to the run at the end of the month.
Where have you seen and learned more about human trafficking, including Billings, and your travels so far?
I actually took a trip this last year to Iraq to also do human trafficking stories. We went with an organization that goes over there frequently to help women that have been sex trafficked through ISIS and through the refugees camps over there. On that trip, there was a lot of people that have an organization that work here in the U.S. as well. And that's really where I started to understand the gravity of trafficking in the U.S. and specifically Montana. We've learned that because of our interstates, we have a ton of traffic going through, and it's kind of a sweet spot for traffickers because of the interstates that run through Montana. So we're kind of a hub. And yeah, like I said, the homeless population here in Billings is a huge issue.
I see that from my notes here, Run for Her, the Her campaign. You're looking for sponsors in different levels. How can we help out that way?
We still are looking for a few business sponsors that would like to partner with us for the run. And so if you're interested in that, yeah, definitely get a hold of us. You can contact us via email or visit our Facebook page. It's just under the Her campaign.
All right, Brittany Higgs, give us your phone number, and you're at 1411 Wicks Lane, 59105.
Yes, that's correct. And my phone number is 970-580-5477.
All right, before we let you go, give us the bullet points again of the Run for Her coming up in August.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Our Run for Her 5K is going to be August 28th, and it starts at 5, goes till 8, and we're going to have a concert and food trucks after the run. So come out. It's going to be a great time.
Josephine Crossing, and will there be some speakers
Yes.
as well to maybe answer some questions about human trafficking?
Yep, there is going to be a presentation to kind of bring awareness to the community about human trafficking, and then we have some awesome events and news coming up. So that's all going to be shared at the run.
All right, very good. Brittany Higgs, Run for Her, the Her campaign. We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate
Livin'
it.
Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry live.
We gather from the Northern News Network, thanks to Brian Bennett, state news writer, as well as KTVQ.com, Color8.com, and this morning also the Billings Gazette. Bitterroot National Forest officials have briefed the Ravalli County Commission on the latest efforts to battle the 3,500-acre Roaring Lion fire south of Hamilton. As of Monday morning, the latest mapping on Monday afternoon shows the acres burned at 3,505, more than 2,500 acres larger than it was on Sunday. 500 homes remain on evacuation orders of alert. The Ravalli County Sheriff's Office confirmed on Monday evening that at least 14 homes have been destroyed so far and have also declared a local state of emergency in response to the fire. 14 homes destroyed. A Lockwood home was severely damaged on Monday in an early morning structure fire, but the family was unharmed. Homeowner Alex Wiley and her husband noticed an unusual amount of barking from their Boston Terrier and 2 dogs. They were watching for a friend, and they credit the dogs for alerting them. Building City employees are cleaning up the mess left behind the Montana Rescue Mission downtown, where more than 2 million gallons of water spilled into the shelter's basement. And since the pipe burst on Saturday, the men staying at the shelter have slept in the MRM administration building. Crews worked a good part of Monday to stabilize the street so it does not cave in from the pressure caused by 2.2 million gallons of water that blasted through. Contact the Montana Rescue Mission if you can lend a hand with food, and they're in dire need of water as well. And a pair of young boys faces criminal charges for breaking into Lockwood schools early on Monday morning and causing significant damage. Security cameras recorded the incident taking place about 2 in the morning. The boys first broke into the elementary school using a set of keys they retrieved from inside a construction trailer parked out front. The boys set off fire extinguishers inside the trailers, causing extensive damage. And they fired off a fire extinguisher in a trailer belonging to the school, which is used to store food for the summer lunch program. A brief glance at news around Billings and surrounding towns. LivinLargeLarry.com from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings across from Goodwill.
Livin' Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry live.
Cindy Graff with N2 Cryotherapy in on her Tuesday visits in just a little bit here. LivinLargeLarry.com. And our Billings area forecast from Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings off of King and 29th in West Billings. Another warm, dry week this week, about 96 to 99 for a couple of days. First part of the week, midweek into the 80s. And as we springboard into the weekend, thinking about the weekend, mid-90s coming up Saturday and Sunday. Very little rain in our forecast about midweek. Might get about a 30% chance of rain showers and the ever-present chance of thunderstorms and thunder showers each late afternoon and evening as well. Forecast around Billings at liveandlargelarry.com. Click on the weather tab. Is courtesy of Top Sandwich Company, locally owned. It's across from Shopco in Billings. Free delivery, even one sandwich. And ask about their fantastic catering program through Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings. I get my haircut every 6 weeks from Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights at 2225 Main Street in the Heights. The best $10 haircut you'll ever have. And Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, they're trained to be barbers. Basic haircut, $10, 10 minutes, in and out. Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, 2225 Main in the Billings Heights. And like them on Facebook, Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights.
Livin' Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry live.
Cindy Graff in here doing the Livin' Large Larry theme dance from N2 Cryotherapy. You like that tune,
That's right,
don't you?
I do, because you know what? Every time it comes on, I know it's going to be you.
We were talking off air about the devastation of the fire in Hamilton.
Yes.
That is just
I mean,
sad.
what do? You look out at the skyline and it's coming towards you.
As of right now, 1 death, 14 homes. Again, that's the count from Monday night. 14 homes destroyed.
Sure.
Over 500 on evacuation orders. And I was saying that we are thankful for the jobs we have now. I could not be a firefighter. Hats off to those men and women that fight fires.
Absolutely. I could
All
not
day.
be one. It is just a stressful job, and they are doing the very best they can
Yeah.
to help everyone. But Mother Nature, like you said, Mother Nature.
Pretty much takes over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And another dry day in and around most of Montana today. 96, an expected high here in Billings. And you can get an expanded look at the forecast at liveandlargelarry.com. All right, big week for N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, suite number 4. This is the party week that we've been planning for a month and a half now.
Yes, I'm so excited. I really am. And we even started our specials already this week. Got those
Oh,
going.
you did? Good.
I decided, you know what, let's just put those specials out for the whole week, culminating with our big party on Saturday.
Well, you are the boss. You can pretty much do what you want at N2 Cryotherapy.
Well,
So
yes,
if you
I
wanna
guess
start
I
them
can.
early, you can. But I was reading some of it during some show prep. I was reading some of your information, and it's not just about N2 Cryotherapy. It's about shopping local and really giving
Yes,
back.
I really do believe that if we think local and we buy local, shop local, then that allows the shop owners to give local.
Sure, yeah.
So we are going to give back with part of our proceeds, 20% of our proceeds on Saturday for Big Sky Ballin' Youth League.
Nice.
They are a basketball youth league for kids from ages in grades 1 through 6. They teach them skills. Then they have games where they practice, and then they have real competitive games. So it's a 3-pronged approach. William Henry, who
Yes.
runs Big Sky Ball in Montana, started this last year. And there are ways for people around town and businesses to get involved by donating for scholarships. It is like a camp. It's a basketball league type of camp where they go, and it's a 2-month camp. Everything's done during the week, so there's no weekend stuff to tie that up. But they all get really nice uniforms and specific training. It's really, really good if you want your kids to start getting involved in sports at an early age, because they learn about being on a team.
Yeah, Big Sky Ballin's a great organization. I know William really well. And a side note, there's a really fun basketball tournament coming up through Big Sky Ballin, the 3-on-3 above the rim, coming up the weekend of August 13th and the 14th.
Yes, we'll be involved in that. We'll be there. We're going to have our booth set up with information for all the basketball players, and it's very exciting to be involved in that for our first year.
Did you hear what Harvey Singh's doing?
Yes.
He's if you want to ref the 3-on-3 above the rim, which is a cool weekend of fun, and if you find the Singh construction signs around town, you're in line to get a free cool souvenir T-shirt too.
Yes, the refs look like they're going to be getting some T-shirts, and then if any of the teams go around and get their picture with at least 2 team members and with a Harvey Singh contracting sign, then you get a free entry into
That's pretty cool. Yeah, above the rim and 3-on-3 at the Shrine, August 13th and 14th, with a kickoff party August 12th at N2 Cryotherapy, actually.
As far as I know,
on Friday,
we're going
August
to be
12th.
Yep, we're going to be doing that, and people are going to be coming by to pick up their packets and take a. So far, people have been coming in to register. You can still register up until the 12th, I believe. So come on in, get that registration, fill it out. You can fill it out there, leave your money, take a tour of the facility, see what we've got going, even try it out if you'd like.
Yeah. All right, and let's talk about this coming Saturday. It's a big day. I was looking at your Facebook. You've got some games planned and all kinds of family fun at N2 Cryotherapy.
I do. I think that it's always been family-friendly, kid-friendly. If you come for your service, you can bring your children. They can stay right with you in the room there and watch it. Young children really think it's cool and like to watch it.
Literally.
Yes, literally. But they really think it's a neat thing, and so they like to check it out as well. I had an 8th grader from Sheridan, Wyoming, that contacted me via email, had heard about it, and did her science fair project on it. So last year.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really neat. So I want to support families, and this is the Big Sky Ballin' Youth League. So we're going to have some games for adults, right?
They involve hula hoops, though. I saw that.
Yes. We are going to have
Don't even ask me.
Yes, we're going to have hula hoop contest. And whoever can hula hoop the longest is going to win a 3-pack.
Oh,
so we got to get them in there to get that throwback 3-packs.
Well, from my DJ business, I'll bring some hula hoops that I have that I use during my shows too.
Yes, that'll be great. I know you'll do a fantastic job.
I'm cranking out the tunes for you.
Yep, the tunes. You're like our MC
This is gonna
of
be a
the day.
blast.
We've got games like a Plinko. It looks like a Plinko game.
I saw that. Yeah.
Penguin Plinko.
Okay.
And then we have a football toss, kind of like cornhole toss, but it's a little football deal for kids to play, and they can win some little prizes or candy.
It's like an N2 Cryotherapy festival there at 805 24th Street
just a little bit
West.
of fun.
Yeah.
It's sports involved, right? So we got a little basketball hoop. We're going to see what kind of basketballs some kids can make, and prizes and candy, and just to tour the place. We're also having food as well.
Yeah, have food. They will come.
Yep, from Top Sandwich Company, our buddy Tucker over there he's gonna bring us up some sandwiches and chips. You're gonna be there blasting out the tunes, and it's gonna be really fun.
Your neighbors will be calling the cops by the time we're done, I'm sure.
Well, one thing's lucky that the JP Kitchen is not. They're open till 3, but then they're closed, and they'll be open back again at 5.
Yeah, they can join the party though. Actually, they're right next door to you.
Yep, and the Beauty Mark is also selling. They're next door to me. They're celebrating both. JP Kitchen and the Beauty Mark are celebrating their 1-year anniversary as well.
What time may we arrive at N2 Cryotherapy on Saturday?
Well, I'll be open from 9 to 2 regular hours, freezing the people up. So you can come on in during that time. For the party, we're going to party from about 2 to 5. We'll also be having sessions then if you want to get in then. So I've got extra help coming in to help me and you.
Yeah, I'll be there.
have a great time. I'm
It's
so
going to be
excited.
fun. And don't worry about the weather. It's going to be just fine.
Oh, yes. It looks
Yeah.
like it's going to be a wonderful day. So,
It's gonna be
but
wind
don't
down
forget,
summer.
first anniversary specials
Okay.
are on now through Saturday the 6th. First time freezer all this week is $20.
Okay.
That's $20 what we started at. $20 is what it is this week.
Comes back
And
around.
then we are going to throw back our 3-pack. In the very beginning when we opened, we had a special that was 3 for $95. So
You going to bring it back?
we are bringing it back for this week only.
Awesome.
Throwback 3-pack. Come on and get it for $95.
That rolls. A throwback 3-pack.
You betcha. I love it.
Always marketing, Cindy Graff.
I love it. Throwback 3-pack.
What else do you have for us?
Well, just want you to know that 20% of those sales on Saturday are going to go to the Big Sky Ballin' Youth Basketball League. We really, we think people that put on stuff for kids, that do stuff for our kids in this community,
Paramount.
are special.
Yes.
So we really need to support those programs so that our kids can get the training that they need. And if you are unable to get your child there, we have scholarships that we, Big Sky Ballin' will supply for your child. So.
Very cool. So families invited, please come down 2 to 5 or before. Get a session with Into Cryotherapy with the parties from 2 to 5 on
Yes,
Saturday.
2 to
coming up.
5. And we're just going to have a little party down there and visit with people. And we so appreciate our clients and our vendors and
Yeah,
everybody.
and the growth of your business it's been a little over a year now, but the growth of your business has just been monumental.
It is. It is
Yeah.
just wonderful. And I just really appreciate all the people that have put so much. They believe in it so much that they've put so much into it themselves.
It's an interesting science, cryotherapy, but I think Into Cryotherapy is defining what it is all about over the last years. Congratulations, Cindy.
Well, somebody came in the other day and they said, I'd never heard about it. It was a gal, and she said, but my boyfriend, when I mentioned it to him, he said, well, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, my boyfriend's big in sports and pro sports, and he likes watching it. And he said, "Oh yeah, they've been doing this for a while now. Why? Where'd you hear about it?" And she said, "Well, we got one right here in Billings." And he says, "You're kidding."
It's unique. It
and
is.
I said, "You know what? This is big city stuff." Billings, Montana is very lucky to have this opportunity.
Well, we used to have to go to, was it Salt Lake City?
Salt Lake City was the closest. This is big city. In fact, when they talk about towns and cities in their seminar down in Texas, when they're selling these machines,
They have to ring up Billings.
They do, because I am actually the lowest population of a city that is succeeding.
Wow.
And they talk about me as being in a city the lowest population that is actually succeeding because of constant marketing, of course, but this word of mouth around this town is fabulous. People, once they try it, they tell their friends, and their friends are so more apt to listen to them and how they experienced it than how I say it or how a commercial says it.
Well, regionally, cryotherapy, Into Cryotherapy in Billings being such a hub to Denver, to Spokane, to Boise, Idaho, to Seattle.
Yes, it's
You
not
win
like
the
we're
region.
really a small town,
Sure.
but they just explain to it because people ask them, well, how big is the population where you've put these machines and are they succeeding? So now I did tell you, we do have company up in Whitefish. That's a even smaller.
I did hear about that, yeah.
There's Dr. Tim. He is a chiropractor, and he has his place up there. That's an even smaller population. But if we educate people to what it is, we find the people that really need it and are willing to try it
Sure.
and take care of themselves as a priority, we will succeed. And so far, so good. So.
And 2 people tell 2 people, and 2 people tell 2 more people.
You
and-
bet. I
yeah.
send everybody that's new, I try to send them out the
Yeah.
door with a couple referral cards. They refer people, they get $5 off their first time. And the person who refers them gets $5 worth of points. And we have a loyalty point system. You can use those points to buy
Cool.
further services.
All right, Into Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, Suite number 4, and N2cryo.com. That's the numeral 2, N2cryo.com. Phone number for an appointment today. Cindy, what is it?
406-534-8850, and be sure to check out our Facebook page. Has all the details about the event this Saturday, and it also has all the details about our specials. So if you get a chance, follow us on that Facebook page, and to cryotherapy.
Awesome. Cindy Graff, good stuff. Can't wait till Saturday.
Yes, so
Looking
excited.
forward to it.
It's going to be
Be a lot of fun. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Another brief glance at news around the area coming up. LivinLargeLarry.com, the Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings. That's on the way. It seems everywhere you look, there's values, there's coupons for this, coupons for that. But if you want the true value, get Hometown Values. Get it? Well, it's mailed to your home. Thousands get the Hometown Values magazine, and it is the real size of a magazine. It's not the size of the palm of your hand. And look through it. Practical items, Hometown Values for each section of our area. Hometown Values, Billings and Laurel. It's probably on your counter right now, by the way, or your mailbox. Log on to myhometownvalues.com.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
And our Billings area forecast from Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings off of King and 29th in West Billings. Another warm, dry week this week, about 96 to 99 for a couple of days. First part of the week, midweek into the 80s. And as we springboard into the weekend, thinking about the weekend, mid-90s coming up Saturday and Sunday. Very little rain in our forecast about midweek. Might get about a 30% chance of rain showers and the ever-present chance of thunderstorms and thunder showers each late afternoon and evening as well. Forecast around Billings at liveandlargelarry.com. Click on the weather tab. Is courtesy of Top Sandwich Company, locally owned. It's across from Shopco in Billings. Free delivery, even one sandwich. And ask about their fantastic catering program through Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
Utilizing KTVQ.com, Color8.com, and the Billings Gazette, as well as state news from the Northern News Network and Brian Bennett, news writer. A look at news. A man with a history of beating his former girlfriends is accused of having a sexual relationship with an underage Billings girl. Stephen Burris is 27. He made his initial appearance Monday in Yellowstone County Justice Court on the charge of sexual abuse of children. According to court documents, Burris sent and received explicit sexual images with a 14-year-old girl. The girl's older sister reported the graphic material after looking through the girl's Facebook account and finding the messages exchanged. He was also charged in September of 2015, Burris was, with assaulting an ex-girlfriend who he allegedly followed home from the grocery store. Burris is being held to the Yellowstone County Jail on a bond of $100,000. Pride Foundation is a regional community foundation that works to expand opportunities and advance full equality for the LGBTQ community. We're making a billing stop on their Montana tour of discussions coming up this week, August 5th. The tour has visited 4 Montana cities so far to discuss LGBTQ issues with community members and will conclude with the stop in Billings. Pride Foundation works in Alaska, Idaho, Oregon, Washington, and Montana. The meeting is open to all and it'll be held at Fit Body Boot Camp at 601 24th Street West in Billings. Contact Fit Body Boot Camp for exact times. 3 people are injured during the Cody Gunfighter Show at the Irma Hotel in Cody, Wyoming. In a news release, Cody police say 3 were injured about 6:30 p.m. Friday night from some type of fragments from the show. Cody police say a 22-year-old male from New York was treated at the scene. They say a 37-year-old male from Minnesota and his 3-year-old daughter went to the hospital in a private vehicle. They were treated and released with minor injuries. Cody police say they talked to people at the performance and took prop weapons as evidence. And right now the city has suspended the group's ability to discharge any firearms during the performances while the investigation continues. The Billings Scarlets scored 4 runs in the top of the 7th inning on Sunday's championship game against Kalispell, turning a 5-2 deficit into a 6-5 win over the Kalispell Lakers at the state AA tournament in Missoula. Scarlets, they repeat as title holders. The Scarlets now advance to the Northwest Legion Regional Tournament. That'll be in Cheyenne, Wyoming, beginning this week, August 3rd, through the weekend, August 7th. And Bill Kennedy has handed in his keys, so to speak, and now the next steps have started to choosing a new Yellowstone County Commissioner. On August 3rd, the 5 current candidates will be interviewed in a public forum. After the forum, Yellowstone County Democrat precinct members will have the opportunity to vote for their top 3 choices. From there, the current commissioners will vote on their new colleague. The forum will be at 5 o'clock at the library in downtown Billings, and the public is invited to that, and that's coming up on August 3rd. A brief glance at news around Billings, surrounding communities, and the state of Montana. livinlargelarry.com and YouTube, TuneIn smartphone app. Thank you for being so loyal on the stream. We appreciate the 1,200 to 1,700 now streamers monthly to our show here in Billings, Montana, from the Red Line Computer Studios across from Goodwill in West Billings, Montana. Trained barber haircuts, Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights, the best $10 haircut ever. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, the official barber for the Livin Large Larry live show. Like him on Facebook, Jim and Austin's Barbershop up in Billings Heights, 2225 Main in the Heights, Jim and Austin's Barbershop. Proud supporters of the JC's 3rd year anniversary celebration for Carrie's Massage Business. 2-part body wraps at $70 the month of August, normally $95. That'd be good for any 2 body parts that you choose. So you could choose your hips and legs or arms and belly. You can even get your face massage. Yep, it'll help tighten your chin muscles so that little flap of skin that you tend to get will shrink up just a little bit. Carrie's Massage, 928 Broadwater, suite number 204. And how about half-price reflexology massages for $15? Normally cost you $30. The reflexology is just hands and feet. Takes about 30 minutes. Includes a relaxing foot soak as well. Carrie's Massage, 3 years and going strong. 928 Broadwater, suite number 204.
Well, I felt this coming in my bones. All my fingertips, they want to know what it feels like drawing nails.